Welcome everybody, it's RustyMoney here. We are here on New Hope with a new series called Where the Road Ends, Dreams Begin. We own a sawmill, a small bit of equipment, a concrete plant, but what is this place called New Hope? Well, it is a place where the roads may end, but dreams begin. By establishing a new farmhouse and farm in this vast landscape of meadowgrass, trees, rolling hills, in this place called New Hope, where the roads may end, but dreams can only begin. Welcome back, everybody, for another episode here of Where the Roads End, Dreams Begin, here on New Hope with myself, RustyMoney. Well, we are just getting ready to do some evening work and then get some sleep into the next month. Let's fire up our new tractor. We need to go take some hay bales up to our sheep, and we need to buy some kind of water tank. So let's grab a couple of bales here and then get over to the store before they close here at 5:30 and get ourselves a water tank. We'll take these two bales here up to our sheep and get them fed. We have our field ready to put crop in. I think we're going to put wheat in the field. So we're going to try and get that field planted here before we get some sleep for the night. I think once we wake up, then we'll have grass to mow to make some more good bales. But let's get up here. I didn't think it fed him, but the feed is full. We'll leave those bales there. Okay, now we will get over to the store and get ourselves a liquid tank. Alright, let's get into the store. Let's get ourselves a water tank for our sheep. Animals, here we go. Barrels. We're just gonna buy this one right here, but let's color it. Yeah, we'll put it that color. Let's get some black rims on it. Let's buy it like that. Alright, there we go. We now have a water tank. Doesn't hold very much yet, only 7,000 liters, but that's enough for what we're doing. We'll get this down to the farm, get it filled up, and get our sheep some water. Alright, let's fill up our water tank. at our water pump right here. And get this water up to our sheep. Alright, we got a full load. We're going to fill up our water tank up with the sheep and then put some wheat in that field. Alright, here we go. Get them some water. Oh wow, it didn't take much water at all. 2,000, almost 2,000 liters. Alright, let's seed this field with some wheat. Pretty good sized field for what we got going on here and where the roads end, dreams begin. Where we have a $500,000 debt that we've paid a little bit down on. And then we have to build a farm. Oh, isn't that real, everybody? We are already tired while we're starting to plant this little wheat field here at nighttime. So yeah, we got to pay a $500,000 debt plus build a farm up here on the hill. That's really about it. Alright, there we go. We are rolling on. Seeding the old wheat in the field. And we are done. We are done with the field of wheat. Alright, we'll put our seeder back in the trees here. Let's get some slate. We'll get this drawbar taken off the tractor. Alright, let's get in the cabin and get some rest. Alright, well, we are at 9 o'clock in the morning now. Let's take a look at the used sales from the classifieds from the newspaper. Ooh, nothing in used sales right now. What about contracts? We haven't even considered any contracts. There's a deadwood contract and a wood transport contract. We can maybe think about those if we had the equipment to do it. Alright, let's see what there is to do out on the old farm. A beautiful morning here in New Hope, and what can we do? Well, let's go take a look at our grass field, because I have a feeling that our grass field is ready to harvest. We also need to get some more trees to the little sawmill. But our little grass field, we can get harvested before it starts to get wintertime. We can get a little bit more money coming in, so let's get ready to harvest that grass field. Get our old mower baler out. And see about cutting some grass and making some bales. I think it's exciting that we get to do this. Our first cutting off of this field since our rebuild to the whole map with the issues after the map update. Alright, let's go ahead and get this cut. Get that turned on there. Get our machine turned on. Alright, let's cut some... Whoa! We forgot to put the pickup down, I think. There we go. Now we should be making bales. There. Now we're mowing and making bales off of our new grass field. Oh, there goes bale number 1. Come on now. All right. Oop, I don't want to put that up. I want to put my mower up. I don't want to cut all this extra grass yet. Not a good time to cut it, but we can cut our grass from our field though. Let's go ahead and cut down. And we'll get back up to the high side of our field here and cut this. Hopefully in this next month in December we can do something. We need to get some more trees to that sawmill. We do know that for sure. And hopefully we'll make a little bit off of our bales here. Kinda be interesting to see just how many bales we do get off of this field area. Oh, hey, whoa, I don't want to hire a worker, but thanks for turning all my lights on. Alright, now we got to make sure we're all good to go here. Get the baler back on. There. Well, crazy. We got light. We got light just because we tried to hire a worker, and I didn't want to hire a worker. Oh, we got trees going down in our woods. I didn't mean to hire that worker. That's for sure. What do we got? Like 4 bales so far? Something like that. Not too bad. Gonna get these bales wrapped too. I wonder if we can even cut any of this other grass. Maybe we should consider cutting some of that grass and getting extra bales before the snow does start to fall, but I don't know if we can. You know, the grass is kind of brown because we're in November, but our actual seeded grass into our field is green, so could be just the colors of the map. I'm not sure how much of a difference it would make. Maybe we could cut ourselves a few extra bales. This will help though. We don't got a whole lot of sheep yet, so we don't need, you know, we don't need a tremendous amount of bales for the sheep because they didn't take a lot of feed, so that's the other thing. They didn't take much feed. Oh yeah, looks like we can potentially, yeah, cut some of this grass. Maybe we will. Maybe we'll just see about cutting a little bit more grass and see what kind of bales we can get out of a little bit of this. We probably ain't gonna get very much though. We won't cut a whole bunch. We left some grass there. Hopefully get that picked back up with our baler. There we go, we got it. And maybe cut some of the grass in this lowland area of our property. Some of the grass here by the field. It'll all grow back, so we should be all right. It will all grow back. It will all be just great. But a few extra bales sure ain't gonna help anything. You know, I don't know how much of this will cut. Let's just go up here a little bit. And we'll check out what we can do. But it is cutting pretty nice though. Even though we're in November, the old grass is cutting really nice. We ain't getting no bale off of there because that's not been properly painted down, so we'll have to fix that once we get to that point and get the money. There's an area there. That's about as far as we should go. I just noticed that's as far as we should maybe go with cutting the grass. Because we ain't gonna be able to mow some of it because of the way the land is laid out here on the property. We'll just go to the kind of the bottom edge of our housing area up here. where there's that spot where it wouldn't let me mow. We'll just cut to about right there even. And we'll just drive around this property like so. Cut a little bit of this. We ain't gonna get a whole lot off of that because yeah, we just ain't gonna. It's not been really good grass. We're in November, you know, it's gonna be snowing pretty soon. We ain't gonna mow our entire property of grass, but we sure could. We'll just mow some of it here. Some of it to help us out a little bit before we move on into December. All right. It's gonna be a nice set of bales though. Didn't quite pay attention to see what the exact number was off the field itself, but that's alright. We'll try and count it next time. And get some of this excess grass mowed. If we could get just a trailer load of bales, that'd be great. A trailer load of bales and get them wrapped. Hopefully our bales are the right size for our wrapper too, and we don't run into that problem I had when I was trying to replicate the game save, where I wasn't paying attention and I was making bigger bales. Well, we'll soon find out, I guess. That's okay. If we just gotta sell them as grass bales, we gotta sell them as grass bales. So it's a good thing we're doing the extra bales. We're almost done with this little piece though, and probably won't mow too much more. We got just a little bit left here to climb up to the top side of this hillside. And we'll have this mowed. And turned into bales. There we go. There we can turn around and then we can finish mowing over here. Very nice. Be interesting to see how many bales there is with this little bit of mowing we did. A little bit left. We really kind of need to move the time ahead just a little bit. It's just kind of so dark. We're in November. So being in the winter months, that is going to be a little darker than your standard months, though. Alright, we've got that mowed. I don't know if we'll mow more. Let's go over here. We might have that little area we could do towards the bottom side of this hill. We could mow on across the property to this point here. Like mow right here, straight across. Get a few more bales off of that. Let's do that. Yeah, I'm gonna do that, everybody. I'm gonna mow this here too. On over to the... Oh, there it is. There's our ending point of our property. Alright, let's go this way now. Down the property. And create a bale or two extra from this. Oh, still trying to suck up our grass there. We got it. We get turned around though. There, and then we can mow that too. Oh, we can sneak on across here and get this other part that I was talking about that we should maybe consider to mow. Okay, we're getting that. We got that. A few more. I'm gonna finish mowing this out here, everybody. This little area, I'll show you here. I'll finish mowing out this little area right here, this little square area, and this little triangular area right there, and then I'll bring you back. For right now, we have For right now we have 17 bales, so that's a nice amount. But I'm going to continue to mow here a little bit and we'll be back with you. Alright, welcome back everybody. Well, I went ahead and got them wrapped as well. So we're going to see what amount we ended up with here. Oh, come on now. I get this thing to reset to auto load. Now, are we operating or... There we go. Now we are. Now we're picking. We got to go through our wheat field here. That's okay. We need the bales though, so we got to see how many we end up with. We're gonna have a decent amount, I think. Hopefully 2 loads of bales. Well, maybe not 2 loads, because I forgot they double stack, but hopefully we get at least a full load and a partial. Alright, there we go. We got a full load, and it looks like we got 2 bales there. A third one there. We got 5 more potential bales, it looks like. We're going to take these up here and let these ferment to silage on up here. I think we're going to drop them up here by our cement plant. I think that'll be a good area. Our sheep are looking really well. I love how that sheep pen is designed in there. Love how I thought about doing that, wrapping it around the back side of that little forest area. We're going to take these up to our cement plant and let the pile of bales just ferment up there, kind of out of the way. Hopefully we don't end up forgetting about them, but right now we got 16 bales. And that's all the more it will hold, as we are making a little bit bigger of a bale to the proportion of the trailer, so that's why we're only getting 16 on here instead of 100% full. We've got a bigger bale sitting on here. Alright, let's put these over here, I think. I'm gonna put them off to the corner here. Hope I can get these to unload now. There we go. We're gonna set them down right there. Oh, come on now. Sit down for me. There we go. Alright, now we'll reset the trailer and go get the other remaining 5 bales. Maybe we'll keep those down at the farm. We'll see though. I think we're going to bring them up here. So I'm going to go get the remaining bales, everybody, and we'll be right back. Alright, here we return with our last 6 bales. And we will place these over here as well, out of the way, and get these to start to ferment, so then we can sell these silage bales for some money. We'll still be able to do some more grass cutting, so we can make sure we can take care of our sheep. So I'm not too worried about not having any feed for the sheep. We have feed for the sheep right now. Alright, that'll work. We'll set those there. Get this back down to the farm, and we need to fertilize our grass field now that we cut it. Alright, we're back down here at the farm. We need to fertilize this grass field, and oops, I forgot. You gotta unfold this first. Now we should be able to spread fertilizer. There we go. Now we're spreading fertilizer. So we got to get this grass field fertilized since we had our first cutting off of it, and then we will be probably taking out some trees, everybody. Probably gonna do a little tree cutting off camera. I'm moving some trees into my sawmill production down here at the farm. But we're going to, I believe, end this episode right here, everybody, as we finish fertilizing this grass field and bring you back for episode 6 in a very, very near future. I hope all of you are still enjoying this series, as there is a lot left to do, as long as I can keep myself interested with the map. And right now I am still interested in this map and what I'm doing here. So if you enjoyed another episode here of Where the Roads End, Dreams Begin here on New Hope, please make sure you drop us a tasty treat on that like button, which is better known by myself as a cop battery and by you all people as a delicious donut. Don't forget to leave us comments in the comment section, and please share a box of donuts with all your friends and family by sharing the videos and the live streams from the channel. But from myself, RustyMoney, we will see you all on the flip side. Have a good one.
PlayStation